Hello everyone, I'm Asmita Abral. Welcome to Narayana Educational Institutions. And the wait is finally over. As you all know, the JEE Main 2025 Session 1 examination results are finally out. And yet again, Narayanites have dominated the examination results, and how? With not just one, but 5 Narayanites scoring 100 percentile. And among them, we have one student who has also achieved a dream score of 300 out of 300. Let's quickly go and talk to our young achievers and get their reactions. Hi, can you tell us your name and your percentile, please?
My name is Bharat Chandra and I've scored 99.99.
Okay, so now coming to your preparation, right? Can you tell us how long have you been associated with Narayana?
I've started my journey in Narayana in 11th grade, which is 2 years ago.
How did you actually think about appearing for JEE Main? Like, was this your dream since the beginning?
My dream is to get a good rank in JEE Advanced.
Now, talking about the subjects, right? Which subject do you find the most challenging among physics, mathematics, and chemistry?
I find chemistry the most challenging. Remembering the reactions and stuff are a bit hard for me.
All right, let's move on to our next achiever and find out their score. Hi, what's your name and can you tell us your percentile, please?
Hi, my name is Pranav Nori and I got 99.999 percentile.
First of all, huge congratulations to you. So, what was your initial reaction when you looked at your result? Was this something that you were expecting?
I was not expecting 999 to be honest, and
So, who did you share this news with first?
I shared this with my friends, parents, and teachers first. They were the ones who saw my result and came to me. After the break, I had gone to my parents and shared this with them.
And what was their reaction? Were they proud of you? I'm sure they must be.
Yeah, so they said they were proud of me and they congratulated me.
All right. Now, coming to your exam, right? What subject did you find the most challenging among physics, chemistry, and mathematics?
Out of MPC, I found chemistry, to be honest. I used to forget the reactions very fast, and I was not able to pick up so fast in chemistry. So I practiced very hard in chemistry and during extra study hours. So I was able to catch up.
Coming to your preparation strategy, what are some things that you followed which actually worked out for you?
So for maths and physics, I was doing previous papers in a stipulated amount of time. And for chemistry, I was reading NCERT thoroughly.
So, how do you think the faculty actually helped you prepare for the examination?
So during the times which I had got less marks, they had given me some motivation, and a setback has given me the confidence to attack problems. So they had given me the best motivation out of everyone.
And what prompted you to pick JEE out of all the possible options out there?
I wanted to become an engineer from the start when I was in 9th class.
Got it. All right. First of all, congratulations once again and all the very best for JEE Advanced. Moving on to our next achiever. Hi, what's your name and can you share your percentile with us, please?
My name is Harsha. My percentile was 99.998.
Huge congratulations, first of all. So, what was your initial reaction? Like the other young achievers, were you also expecting more or are you satisfied with your result?
I was satisfied with my result. And as soon as I got the result, I was just fine with my result.
Did you share this news with your parents and faculty members? What was their reaction?
I shared it with my parents and they said they were happy. Means it's okay, you have did well, and they have congratulated me.
So, is your dream also to become an engineer? That's why you picked this stream?
Yes, it was my parents' dream also, so I took it on.
So, in your entire daily study schedule, right? I'm sure while preparing, you face a lot of challenges. There are some days, where you have your highs and some days where you're very demotivated. So, how did you manage those days?
Yes, I actually take it competitive. Like we should do it. It's more serious about it, and my teachers also support it. Like So I like to do it.
And how do you think Narayana has helped you in your preparation?
They gave us some good teachers and good environment for studies.
Can you elaborate a bit about micro schedules, error analysis, and what role did they play in your preparation?
After every test, they take the analysis of each others and they talk to every student about them. They actually tell to minimize the errors of reading errors or calculation errors. Mostly those keep the gap within the ranks. They actually give more importance to that, and for the remaining mistakes will be most likely the conceptual mistakes. They tell to minimize those mistakes also.
All right. Thank you for sharing this with us. And congratulations once again. And we wish you all the best for JEE Advanced. Hello, sir. Can you tell us your name?
My name is Rohit Diwan.
Right. And what subject do you cater?
I teach physics.
First of all, sir, most of your students say that faculties have played a huge role in our success. What do you have to say to that?
Well, this is, I guess, one of the best compliments that I get as a teacher. And that really makes me feel accomplished that I've done my job.
Right. And did you expect this sort of a result from your students? Like, what was your initial reaction?
Well, yes, we expected this kind of a result because we have been staying with the students since 2 years, monitoring them in each and every examination. And we expected a perfect score. And they have actually fulfilled our ambition.
Right. And clearly, sir is beaming with joy here because he's super proud of all his students. Sir, if I have to ask you, what are some tips, tricks, and strategies that you would like to share with, aspirants out there? What would that be?
So, see, for JEE Main, if we talk about, the key point to understand is to practice the right kind of questions. It is very important because most of the students, they don't really understand what to solve, what not to solve. Like we have the second shift coming up. So hardly some 15-20 days they will get for the preparation. So it is very important for them to understand what is to be solved, what is not to be solved. They need to understand the syllabus carefully. They need to understand the level of JEE Main. And one important point I would like to add, since last year, if we compare the exam, this year the difficulty level has been better. And the questions have been framed in a different way, although there were some lapses, but that is a part of the game. But the question difficulty level has risen. So it is rigorous practice would be required for them, solving the right questions.
Emphasize a lot on mock tests, previous year questions, and to practice when it comes to, achieving the success in these exams. Also, sir, now we know most of our achievers are aiming for JEE Advanced, right? And are preparing for that. What advice would you like to give them? Do you think that they should stick to the strategies that they have already, worked out in JEE Main, or should they shift their gears a bit and modify it for JEE Advanced?
Well, it would definitely require for them to change the gears. JEE Main is a different ball game. JEE Advanced is altogether different. So JEE, it's like a difference between T20 and one day. So this is now T20 has gone. Now it is ODI. So they have to play it differently. So again, they need to improve their stamina. They have to sit for 6 hours in the exam in the JEE Advanced. There will be a gap between paper 1 and paper 2. So a lot of temperamental changes would be required, apart from obviously changing the kind of questions that they solve from this point onwards.
Right. Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights. So all the students out there, your warm-up match is done. Get ready for your, World Championship now with JEE Advanced coming into play. Now let's move on to our other young achievers and get to know their reactions. Hi, can you tell us your name and your result, please?
I am Banibrata. I got 100 percentile this year.
And what was your score?
300 out of 300.
Wow. So what a dream score that is. 300 out of 300. First of all, huge congratulations to you. So what was your reaction, buddy, when you saw that? Were you expecting this sort of a result?
Like few days before the response sheet came, I was expecting I'll get a very good score. So I was kind of expecting this.
But did you expect 300 out of 300?
Yeah, like the answer key also comes, but I was thinking there might be a key change. Like there was a bit ambiguous in one question, but they didn't change the keys. So I was happy.
Right. And who did you share this news with first?
Like I shared it with my parents and teachers first. They were very happy.
All right. And talking about, subjects, which subject was more challenging for you? Let me guess. Was it chemistry for you too?
Yeah, it was chemistry for me too.
Okay, looks like all our achievers here are only struggling with chemistry. Maths and physics is like a easy cakewalk game for them. So what is some tips that you would like to share with, aspirants out there? Something that worked out for you?
I think time management and accuracy is the most important factor. Like you need to practice as much as possible in given amount of time so that you can properly manage time during the final exam.
Right. And what kind of a role did Narayana actually play in your preparation?
Like it helped me during notes taking, preparation, and also error analysis, and especially with the amount of practice we are being given here. So it like really helped me for JEE Mains.
Right. Moving to our next achiever. Hi, can you tell us your name and your percentile, please?
My name is Ishan and I got 99.995 percentile.
Wow. Heartiest congratulations to you. And were you expecting this?
Well, after seeing my score, I was not really expecting this, but since the papers are a bit tougher this year, it was kind of expectable.
Okay. And who did you share this news with first?
I first shared it with my faculty and my friends and then my parents.
And how are you planning to celebrate this success of yours, or will you wait till the JEE advanced results?
I am waiting till my JEE advanced result for celebrations.
All right. So which subject was difficult for you? Don't tell me chemistry again.
Actually, it was physics for me.
We have a change of answer here.
Yeah, so like, in physics, sometimes I don't get the idea immediately, so it takes some time for me to solve the questions.
Right. And how did you tackle this challenge of yours?
Well, I spent more time on physics during the extra study hours and did more questions of physics.
Right. So what was your preparation strategy when you were looking at preparing for JEE Main?
Well, I attempted the previous year papers, and for chemistry and physics, I read the NCERT thoroughly, and for maths, I just solved problems.
All right. And how do you think has Narayana aided in your preparation?
Well, Narayana has helped me in putting my efforts in the right way, rather than just putting it in a vague way. Like they told us what to prepare for exactly, and they pinpointed our lapses, so it was easier for me to prepare.
Right. It was easier for you to identify your strengths and weaknesses, and in a way you got a structure as to how to proceed with preparation. What are some tips that you would like to share with your fellow aspirants out there?
I think we should understand how the exam works, and we should manage our time properly. We should also try to minimize our mistakes. And that's it.
Right. So what prompted you to actually pursue this line? Like, was this your dream?
Yeah, we could kind of say that. It was really my dream to get a decent job and stuff like that. So it was easier to get into IIT.
Right. And looks like you're on the right track towards your dream. Thank you for talking to us and sharing your insights. Let's go and get some reactions more from our faculty right here. Hello, sir. Can you tell us which subject you cater to and your name, please?
My name is MD Javed Pasha. I'll teach chemistry here.
So, sir, what is your reaction with the outstanding result of your students?
We were very happy because the students have performed extremely well. So they have reached our expectations. We expected the students to get 300 out of 300 before the exam only. So they reached our expectation. We are very happy.
Right. So you had full faith in your students, right? So, sir, we've heard like many students actually struggle or face difficulties with chemistry. What would your tips be as to how to avoid that and to overcome that challenge?
Actually, the last year papers, previous papers, if we take chemistry, there were some memory-based questions were asked, which were very corner points. But this year papers were very pretty good and very conceptual. So the students had some psychological feeling that this year may also they ask such type of questions. But fortunately, such questions were not there. All the questions were very conceptual. So the students have done very well. After the examination, they got very good scores. Their confidence also increased for the upcoming exams.
Right. So if the students' concepts were clear, then they wouldn't have faced any much difficulty as such when it came to the paper.
If the concepts are clear, I think this year papers are very good and they have cracked all the questions. So they need not to worry about any memory-based type questions.
So, sir, talking about JEE advanced preparation, what would you suggest your students to, do something differently than the JEE Main preparation?
JEE Mains papers generally are basic questions, mostly stick the NCERT level. So for advanced questions, we should be thorough with the concepts, and we should think in them think to solve the conceptual questions also. So generally in the advanced exam, they interlink the questions mainly in organic chemistry. So if we take, there will be different questions framed on the different subtopics. So they should be ready with the thorough understanding of the concept and should solve the previous year questions thoroughly. Okay, because the type of questions framed in JEE Advanced is very different, and that will give the thorough understanding of the concepts.
Right. So, sir, many students, right, during the last week before the examination are very confused as to what to study and what not to study. So, what do you think the student should focus on in the last week before the exam?
For JEE Main especially, students should stick to the NCERT textbooks. They should study the each and every reactions and concepts given in the NCERT textbooks, and better to solve the previous mains questions rather than going for to solve the different available books.
And sir, final question, what is the one advice that you would like to give to the upcoming aspirant?
JEE Mains exam is mainly depends on time management because the number of questions are more. So be cool and manage the time properly, and give the adequate time to the proper time to the each question, and don't be in rush to solve the question without reading the question completely.
Thank you for talking to us, sir, and congratulations to you for your students' incredible achievement. Hi, we have some more young achievers here with us. Let's talk to them and find out their quick reactions. Hi, can you tell us your name and your percentile, please?
Tejas, my percentile is 99.996.
Congratulations, first of all, Tejas. So how did your parents and family and faculty react to your result?
I wasn't expecting that good percentile. They were happy about the percentile after seeing it.
Right. So coming to subjects, right, which subject was the most challenging for you?
Chemistry.
Chemistry was most challenging for you. And how do you overcome that?
Like I solved previous papers and SATs which were given by chemistry sir. That's
And that way, right. Now talking about your preparation, right? What were some things that you focused on in your preparation? What kind of strategies did you follow which you think worked out for you?
like most important is accuracy and time management. If the paper is a little bit lengthy or like tough, we need to manage the time properly and leave the tough questions.
Right. So you were able to manage your time properly. So do you think NLearn here played an important role in time management because you were solving a lot of mock tests which would have given you certain insights as to which section you're spending a lot of time in?
In Unlearn, it is similar to the final exam, so it helped us a lot. Especially numerical part, we need to do carefully because there are no options. We need to be sure about our answer.
Right. And how do you think Narayana has helped you in achieving this success?
Faculty and Unlearn part, they told specifically which part we need to study more and where to focus. And that's
And what advice would you like to give to your fellow aspirants out there?
be confident and be cool. Focus more on accuracy and time management.
Thank you for talking to us. Congratulations once again and all the very best for JEE Advanced. Let's move on to another young achiever right here. Hi, can you tell us your name and your percentile, please?
My name is Advait Shiva and my percentile is 99.991.
Congratulations, first of all. So what was your initial reaction when you looked at your result?
I wasn't expecting that, so for a few seconds I thought it may be a computer mistake.
Oh, but looks like it wasn't. So yeah. So did you finally were able to believe it? Did you pinch yourself that you were actually living in reality?
Yes, I mean my parents told me, so I was eventually able to believe it.
Right. And what was their reaction?
They were pretty happy.
And how are you planning to celebrate this? Or are you waiting for JEE Advanced?
I'm waiting for advanced.
All right. So which subject was challenging for you?
Personally, I found physics a bit more challenging because it was comparatively weaker for me. But in the final exam, I was able to manage it just fine.
And how were you able to overcome this difficulty in physics?
Like I spent more time focusing on physics. I solved a few previous mains papers and I tried to focus more on accuracy.
Right. And what was your preparation strategy like?
Like I decided to focus first on like covering the repeated models, and then like I used to maintain a list of my mistakes, and then I used to revise the things which I was missing out on frequently. So I believe that helped me out.
And how do you think Narayana actually aided in all of this?
Well, obviously the faculty played a big role by like helping us, providing us with material and assistance whenever we needed. But apart from that, since we had almost daily exams on NLearn, I was able to like learn exactly how much time I'm spending where and how. and so I was able to improve my accuracy from there.
So, talking about the day of the examination, when you actually looked at the questions, what was your reaction? Were you nervous or were you confident that you'll be able to ace it?
Like at the first few seconds, I was nervous, but I took a deep breath and eventually calmed down. So at the end, I felt like I'll do good.
All right. And looks like you have done extremely well. So, congratulations and kudos to you on that. And all the very best for JEE Advanced.